Yo, 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 Courtney in the house with some copywriting tips for you to help you to book out your services for months. I know so well how frustrating it can be when you have this great service to offer. You know you're capable of helping your clients. You know you have skills that other people need, but you just cannot get people to purchase your products, services, and inquire about working with you. I've been there. The great news is that I've totally overcome that problem. My one and only service, one-on-one service that I have right now, Sales Page CPR, is consistently booked out 6 to 8 weeks in advance. I'm super excited to share with you tips that are really gonna help you to get more clients coming in your door by, you might have to tweak your services or your marketing or your processes or your approach, but it's okay. I'm gonna help you do it. So without further ado, here are the 8 tips that I have for you to book out your services for months in advance. Tip number 1 is to create an offer that people crave. A lot of times what happens is entrepreneurs go and they're like, what do I want to do? But then you try to convince people that they want to buy the thing that you want to do. That is not how to approach creating a service. What you want to do is think, what do people already know they need help with? What are problems that people are already communicating that they have? And let me solve one of those problems. Trust me, people have enough problems. You don't need to invent ones for them that they don't actually have. You might think that you're not making this mistake, but I guarantee you it's possible that you are. Tip number 2 is to make sure that people understand what you do. I cannot tell you how many semi or pretty successful people I've run into who, after speaking with them or even knowing them for a couple of years, I'm still pretty unclear as to what they do. Now, they might have gotten success that way, but I guarantee that if they were more clear about what they do, as in they could describe it to a 10-year-old and have it make sense, that they would have more business, because when people understand what you do, not only are they more willing to work with you because they get it, but they can actually recommend you to their friends, which they can't do if they don't get what you do. They just say, oh, hey, he's really successful, but I really honestly have no idea. I don't understand what he does. That's not what you want. Tip number 3 is to get a few beta testers. If you're launching your service for the first time, you should do what I did. It worked like a charm, and I would totally do it again. I went out and found 2 people, you could do 2 to 3 people who I knew were the perfect client. They're the exact kind of people I wanted to work with in my copywriting business. And I emailed them and I said, hey, I'm starting this copywriting business, I'm creating these new services, and I would love to have a couple of clients to work with to work out the kinks and get some feedback and hopefully a testimonial. Would you be willing to work with me for free in exchange for that feedback? And of course they said yes, and I worked with them and I got the experience, I refined my systems, I tweaked my services to make them better based on the feedback that I got, and I was armed with some testimonials when I launched my services at the premium rates. Tip number 4 is to deliver the pants off of your service every single time. Now, we can't all be perfect. I'm the first to admit that I'm not always capable of doing everything at the time that I said I was gonna do it. But if you really wanna wow people, do that. Do the things that you said you're gonna do. It's amazing. So few people actually do this. So few service providers actually provide the exact service on the timeline that they said they would. If you do that and you're friendly and you communicate well, you keep in touch, updates about the project, people will be so excited because it's so rare. Then, if you want to take it to the next level, all you have to do is go the extra inch. Forget about going the extra mile. It's all about just doing one extra thing. Send a gift, send a nice email, put them in touch with someone who will be a great contact for them. Add some piece of value to your offer that they weren't expecting, a surprise bonus or something like that. People will go goo goo gaga over that stuff. Tip number 5 for booking yourself out for months is to systematize getting feedback and testimonials. Now, I did a whole blog on this, and I actually also have a guide called Get Great Testimonials that you can use to steal my entire testimonial process. So I won't go too deep into that here. But the trick is that you should be getting testimonials from or at least feedback from every single client you work with. You are not completed with that client until you've gotten their feedback. Tip number 6 is to give a little something to your clients. You could have your VIP clients and you could have a secret menu or a gift or an extra bonus for people who've already worked with you, who you love working with. The trick is that it's much better to work with people you already know, who you already like and you already trust, versus going out and trying to find new business. It doesn't really make sense. It's a lot more work and you make less money when these people are sitting here right here and they love you. One thing that I do is I offer all of my past sales page CPR clients a lifetime $250 coupon for a future sales page CPR service. And that's something that works really well. People come back again and again for another sales page CPR because it's easier to do the second time and it's worth my while to offer that to my amazing clients. Tip number 7 might be my favorite, and it's to create a service that's quick to market. You don't have to crawl into your creative cave for 6 months to develop the most amazing signature offer that's like your perfect method and it's amazing and everyone loves it. You could create a service in 3 hours, throw out a few emails, tell people that it's limited time and have them grab it, sign up for it, test it out, and see what happens. You could totally do that. Tip number 8 is to upgrade your systems. If you don't have space, the organization, if you're not ready for new clients to come into you, if you already feel stressed out about the thought of having another client, then this is your problem. You need to create more efficient systems and you need to make room in your life and your business for the amount of clients that you want, as though they're already going to be booked. Make folders for them, book out time on your calendar, get ready with your system so that you know when they say yes, that you know exactly what you're going to do to get them booked in your calendar, get paid, and get that service out to them. So there you have it. Those are my 8 best tips for booking yourself out for months if you need some more clients right now. Again, I have this great flow chart that I created for you to help you to implement these tips and to figure out which ones you need to use right now in your particular case. So go ahead and download that below, and I will see you next week.